When I first saw Son of Thanjai, it wasn't the game that caught my attention. It was the reaction to it. I expected discussions about the combat, the animations, the graphics, and the gameplay. Instead, I saw people discussing everything except the game itself. And I think that's where we make a mistake. If you think the combat looks bad, say that. If you think the animations need work, say that. If you think it looks too similar to Assassin's Creed or Ghost of Tsushima, make that argument. That's fair. That's part of gaming. Good criticism helps games improve. But criticize the game, not the nationality of the developers, and not conclusions reached before anyone has even played it. I've also seen people dismiss the game because it resembles other titles. But gaming has always been built on ideas that came before. Even some of the biggest franchises in the industry evolved, borrowed ideas, and changed direction over time. The real question isn't whether a game has influences. The question is what it does with them. We have seen this happen before. Before Black Myth Wukong launched, there were plenty of people dismissing it before they had actually played it. The difference is, game science had the resources, attention, and eventually the success to push back against those narratives. Now, Son of Thanjai is not Black Myth Wukong, and Islet Studio is not game science. They don't have the same resources and they don't have the same backing. And smaller studios often don't have the resources to fight narratives. That's why discussions around their games matter. Not because they deserve special treatment, but because they deserve fair treatment. And honestly, Son of Thanjai doesn't need to become the next Black Myth Wukong. It only needs to become the first Son of Thanjai. Every successful studio had to start somewhere. And who's to say, I'll let one drop some absolute bangers down the line. Maybe Son of Thanjai will be great. Maybe it will be average. Maybe it will even disappoint. I don't know yet. But I would rather judge the game after playing it than decide what it is before it even gets the chance. And I think that's the least every single game deserves.